After that speech last night at Franciscan, I scrolled through the comments just to see, and there was one really good criticism.
What was that?
Of my speech. So the premise of my speech, I would hope the entire audience has already poured
No
over
doubt,
this,
they've
has
watched
watched
it,
every word
yeah.
of it. But the premise of the speech is science is fake, in that it just creates representations of the world that do not correspond as well to reality
That's
with
right.
the old ones,
Yeah.
right? So,
A classic example would be to look up the scientific definition of a kiss. You know what I mean? You're like, that is not at all
Right.
what a kiss is. And
Right.
you might mistakenly believe that it is the
Yeah.
true definition of a kiss, but human
it's
beings no different.
Yeah, what does that mean? It's the objective definition of these sort of lips slurping on each other.
Yeah.
That's not quite it. Or what is a woman? I mean, that's the
Yeah.
question that everyone seems to be talking about. What is a woman? The scientific answer is a woman has 2 X chromosomes. My answer is a woman is sugar and spice and everything nice. The latter is more accurate. The latter tells you more about what a woman actually is than 2 X chromosomes. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
What is man's position in the universe? The ancient view is that man is the center of the universe. The scientific view is that man is this little dot on a rock circling this ball of gas in this galaxy, in a supercluster, in a supercluster, in a supercluster complex. Man as the center of the universe is more accurate because man is the nexus of the physical world and the metaphysical world through his rational soul. We're the only being in this world that has that. Right? Animals have bodies, but they don't have a rational soul. That's why we don't put kittens on trial for scratching people. And ideas exist and they have great power, but they don't have bodies. Angels and demons exist and they have great power, but they don't have bodies. We are that nexus. We actually are at the center of the universe. And you see this perfectly in the incarnation, right? The incarnation of Jesus Christ is that perfect meaning, and you see this in the sacraments. So that tells you more about what things really are. And so at that point people say, well, no, but Michael, the difference is, literally speaking, man is on this ball circling in the middle of nowhere in space. I said, well, is that literally true? What do you mean by literally? And this was where the criticism came in. I said, you're saying literally to mean not figuratively, not symbolically. But there's a problem because the word literal is a paradox, because literal refers to letters, which are symbols, right? And so I really don't know what you mean when you say literally or figuratively. My view of the world is a semiotic view. I think everything has meaning. And so you can't, for you to tell me, no, I'm talking about the things without meaning, well, that's nothing. Everything has meaning. And the criticism was, Michael, you dummy, you have confused signs and symbols. And that's why your speech falls apart. A sign is something that denotes a signified. A sign has a direct relation to what it represents. That's why signs are languages in themselves, like a stop sign or like letters and words. Whereas a symbol, you see, is that which connotes the symbolized, meaning it has a less direct relationship. To bring it to earth, a sign is commonly understood by everybody, the meaning of it. A symbol is not necessarily commonly understood. Different people can have different interpretations of symbols, which is a really, really good criticism.
You could have scrolled through 8,000 comments to get an intelligent one like that, though. I mean, that's a great... Yeah.
But the reason that criticism falls flat is because of the rest of the speech, because the premise is off. That criticism would have been true in another time, in another place, when people had common language, when those signs of letters and words